Hello, welcome to another video. Today I want to talk about the YouTube algorithm. How do you get it to work with you rather than against you? And I'm not saying I know the answer, because I don't. It gets a bit long and boring as I go into the history of my channel, so feel free to skip to my conclusion at 42 minutes into this video. So a little bit of history about my channel. So 5 years ago I had a brand new mobile phone. It was called a UMIDIGI Z Pro. It was one of the cheaper ones from China, but it was a flagship phone at the time. I'd only had it a few days and I dropped it. And I dropped it onto tarmac and absolutely smashed the screen. So I have a friend who's a computer expert. So I said to him, can you change the screen on my phone? And he said, I don't do phones. But he said, why don't you do it yourself? And if you do, make a YouTube video of it. I'd already got a YouTube sign-in for just watching YouTube videos, but I'd never actually uploaded a YouTube video. I'd got this camcorder that I'm using now. It's a Sony Handycam, and I'd bought it specifically to go on a holiday, which we never actually went on. And I still haven't bought any other camera equipment other than this Sony Handycam. So all my videos are either this Sony Handycam or videos I already had from a previous video camera, or a little bit from my phone. Anyway, back to the story. So I thought, okay, well I'll look on eBay, see if there's any replacement screens available. Sorry about the aeroplane noise, I get a lot of aeroplanes over here. So I found one. I found one from China, about £30, a kit. So it comes with a screen and the screwdrivers to do the job. And I set my camcorder up on a tripod in the kitchen. I made a video of how to replace a screen on a UMIDIGI Z Pro phone. And I might say it's a very bad video and I don't recommend you watch it. It's long, I do the wrong thing, but anyway, I made this video and I hadn't got any editing software or anything like that at the time. And the way I got that video onto YouTube is I played the camera to a DVD hard drive recorder, edited it on that, wrote it to a DVD, put the DVD into a laptop and uploaded the DVD to YouTube. I think there was some editing software in YouTube at the time. I made this video and surprisingly it did very well. It's got 6.4 thousand views over 5 years and a lot of comments telling me I've done it wrong and someone moaning that they followed my video and broke their phone because they didn't watch it right to the end. So that was my own video. Then I uploaded a video from the television, just of my favourite ballet dancers, Chantal and Dumont, because not many people probably have ever seen them, and obviously that has a copyright claim on it, quite rightly so. so that can never make me any money. And it was only 6 minutes and 15 seconds, so that's on there. Then I decided, I was out somewhere, and I thought, well, I'll make a video of a walk. It wasn't a very good video, but I just thought, well, I'll make a video of this walk from a tunnel on a canal over to a reservoir. And that was 5 years ago. That's had 219 views over 5 years. Then I thought I'd make a video of my T4 camper van, for which I'm wearing a shirt at the moment. And that went very well. That has had 16,000 views over 5 years. And while I was making that video, the MX5 Club came past and was caught on my dash cam from the van, so I put that up as well. Oh, more aeroplane noise. Now, the camper van video, I still at the time had no editing software of my own, and again I transferred the video onto a DVD using Sony DVD hard drive recorder, uploaded it to YouTube and did the editing on YouTube Studio, or whatever it was called then. My soundtrack was completely wiped out by wind noise. It's very difficult to replace a soundtrack using the YouTube editing software, but we got there. The soundtrack is a couple of seconds out in places, so when I say turbo, I'm pointing to an air filter or something like that, but never mind. It's done very well. It's got 16,000 views over 5 years. By that time I'd sort of got the YouTube bug, so I searched around for videos I could use, and I found one that I'd taken with my Canon UC9 camcorder years ago of a building which is no longer there. I'd been watching YouTube videos and I'd been watching urban exploration videos, so I thought this will do nicely as an urban exploration video. And it was a look around the Alliance and Leicester head office before it was knocked down and a new Sainsbury's store built in its place, and that's had 1.5 thousand views. Another aeroplane. Go away. I'll just pause here and wait for the aeroplane noise to go. So I try to find nice places to do my videos. This is one of the nice places I like, and I did a video of the whole of this valley covered in snow, and I thought, yeah, that's nice. And 4 years ago, and it has had 78 views. Then I bought some software. I bought Nero Platinum 2018 special offer, 40 quid from Amazon, and that gave me some video editing software of my own that I can I can make my videos on the computer. So I'm a little bit musical. I'm not great, but I do have an old Yamaha organ, and someone gave me a Yamaha keyboard. So my next video was about the organ and the keyboard, and that has had 5,000 views over 4 years. And to be quite honest, it's quite a boring video. I don't know what the click-through rate's like on it. And then, because I got the Volkswagen T4, I've been collecting model ones, toy ones if you like, so I did a video on that. Toy T4s, model Volkswagen Transporters, scale 1.43. And that's had 1.9 thousand views over 4 years, so it's doing alright. Then on the organ and keyboard video I played White Christmas, so I took that little bit out of that organ and keyboard video and just put it up as a separate video, White Christmas, on a Yamaha Electone B35. That's had 151 views in 3 years, and some of them are me. I'm quite concerned about RF radiation from cell towers and Wi-Fi and smart meters and things like that. So I bought myself an electro smog meter, and my next video was how much RF radiation comes from a microwave oven, how far it goes over your house, and that was 3 years ago, and it's had 2,000 views over 3 years. Then I thought, another music video. Now, as I say, I'm not brilliant at music. I don't really read music, play by ear. I don't really like using sharps and flats, so all my music tends to be in the key of C major or A minor. So I did Let It Be. Let It Be is a nice easy one to play on an organ. I can make the organ sound good, whereas if I played it on a piano it probably wouldn't. That got 1.7 thousand views over 3 years. Boosted with the success of that, I did another one, Je T'aime, Love at First Sight, on the organ. That got 1.2 thousand views over 3 years. Then going back to the electro smog meter, which is a Cornet ED880 Plus, that got 3,000 views. Here's another aeroplane. It's quite nice out here in the countryside, apart from the aeroplane noise. And really, I don't notice the aeroplane noise, but the camera records it. So then, my next 2 videos, my wife Melissa and I went on Concorde on April the 9th, 1999, and I'd got that recorded. I recorded the day on my Canon UC9 high camcorder, So so I thought that'll make a good video for YouTube. At the time you couldn't really upload anything longer than an hour, so I've got part 1 and part 2. So I've got Concorde 30th anniversary flight part 1 on GBOAA, which is the plane, and part 2. So part 1's got 904 views over 3 years, part 2's got 664 views over 3 years. So obviously people get fed up, and anyway. Then I happened to be near a hovercraft while I was out for a walk, and I just recorded this hovercraft on my phone. 3 years ago it's had 192 views. I just thought hovercrafts are interesting. Then the video I made about the organ and the keyboard, I edited into just me playing the Yamaha PSR 47 keyboard, just messing about on it, and I put some fancy titles on it with my new editing software, and that's had 2.7 thousand views over 3 years. Then I was at a Volkswagen show, Dubs in the Middle, and there's a World War II camp there that you can go in called Ashdown World War II camp. So I did a video around that. That's had 187 views over 3 years, so it's not done too badly. But then I was at the Hollowell Steam and Heavy Horse Show in 2019, and I thought, you know, I'll do a YouTube video of the show, and unbelievably, and I didn't know this was going to happen, unbelievably Titan the robot was there. So I spent 2 or 3 happy hours following Titan the robot around, videoing him. And that has had 107,000 views. And it's well worth watching. Titan the robot is absolutely brilliant. But of course, there's a copyright claim on it. I can never make any money out of this video because it's got copyrighted music on. So as soon as I uploaded that copyright claim, rightly so, it's got a lot of music on it which isn't mine. But the video I actually took with my Sony camcorder Handycam of Titan the robot, and there's a part where he actually comes up to me and makes a joke about 50 Shades of Grey looking at me. So I made a video of the Hollowell Steam and Heavy Horse Show, which has had 1,000 views. Has also got a copyright claim because Titan the robot's in it. But then I thought, I can extract Titan the robot from that and make a separate video. And Titan the robot is absolutely the most popular video on my channel. And as I say, I videoed this. It's not copied from anywhere else. I actually took this. I was there. And so he's there on both these videos, the Hollowell Steam and Heavy Horse Show 2019, which has had 1,000 views over 3 years, and Titan the Robot, which is just taken from that video, which has had 107,000 views over 3 years. Copyright claims on both of them. Then I went to a Cold War Jets event at Bruntingthorpe in Leicester. I'd never been before, didn't know what to expect. It was absolutely brilliant. We had all these old planes bombing up and down the runways, and so I made a video of that. That's had 256 views over 3 years. Then I went to the Christ Tramway Village on the 21st of September 2019. That's had 1.3 thousand views over 3 years. I've got a little video of a flock of sheep going past my house, which nobody's interested in, obviously. It's had 25 views over 2 years. I've got a video here of Jeremy Vine talking about 5G telephones and harmful radiation, and he just happened to read out my email where I said about the harmfulness of 5G millimetre waves. So I put that up. It's had 88 views over 2 years. Then I played Auld Lang Syne on the Yamaha organ for Christmas, and that's 2 years ago. It's had 482 views. I went to visit Foxton Locks when they were draining them to clean them out and repair them. I did a video of that. That's had 537 views over 2 years. I also do a bit of reviewing of gardening equipment, and I was mowing a piece of land. It's actually that piece of land between the wall and the fence, with a fairly new machine, well, new to me, called a Tondu HWTL wheeled strimmer. HWTL stands for high wheel trimmer something. So I did that 2 years ago, and that's had 2.5 thousand views over 2 years. There's also a bit of a review of an old piece of machinery called a Parker Scavenger, which is a massive vacuum cleaner. That's had 288 views. Then there's how not to repair a clock. I've actually called it Don't Do This. I had to get it repaired properly afterwards. WD-40 in a clock, bad idea. That's had 180 views over a year. Then my wife Melissa and I went to the Seychelles years ago, and we took a video camera with us, which was actually a Panasonic SVHS-C, and made a video. Despite the camera playing up a bit, we did get quite a good video, and it's very long. It's 3 hours 47, but I thought I'd put it up. It's got a copyright claim because I put Phil Collins' Another Day in Paradise music over the titles, but my channel's not monetized anyway at the moment, so it doesn't matter. And then likewise a trip to, what is that? A nice insect for you. No idea actually what that insect is. Go away, mate. Right, where were we? Tobago, 138 views over a year. Then came the pandemic, and I was supposed to be going away for Christmas. We got locked down about 2 or 3 days before I was due to go away, so I played Blue Christmas on the Yamaha organ, and that's got 246 views over, well, it says a year ago, but it's more than that. I think Christmas 2020, so it's nearly 2 years ago. Then I thought, well, the Seychelles video and the Tobago video had got some de Havilland twin otters in the video. I thought I'll make a video about de Havilland twin otters. So that video was edited from the Tobago and Seychelles videos. It's had 473 views over a year. But then I thought the Cold War Jets video, I can split that into individual planes, because the Cold War Jets videos had not a lot, 200 or 300 views, but splitting them into individual planes, the de Havilland Comet, I've got 6.3 thousand views. The VC-10, 57 views, and there are a few others as well. Then I had the opportunity of unboxing and trying out a new garden machine, which I haven't got anymore. It failed all the time because it kept losing screws, and a part of it kept falling off. But at least I made a video about it, and I've got 733 views over a year unboxing the Hyundai HHYYW 70 yard weeder. Then another organ video, Stranger on the Shore, made famous by Acker Bilk, and I remember seeing the TV series when I was young, which was quite good, about a French girl coming to England, I think Brighton maybe, and her experiences of being a stranger on the shore. So I played that on the organ. That's had 1.3 thousand views over a year. I mean, none of my organ videos are very wonderful, but they do all right. And then I bought a couple of devices for the camper van, and also because we get a lot of power cuts around here. So I bought a Soiree S2401 solar generator, so that's got a unboxing and review. That's a 3.9 thousand views over a year. And because it was cheap, one that looked very much like it, called a Boden's S2401 solar generator. I did unboxing and comparison of the two models, and the comparison of the two has had 2,000 views over a year. Then I've got various aeroplane videos that I've edited out of my Cold War Jets video. I've got a CCTV system around the house. Oh, now I've got an aeroplane as well. And because of the power cuts and things, I wanted a UPS, so I bought a CyberPower CP1500 EPFCLCD UK uninterruptible power supply battery backup with pure sine wave. And so the next video was an unboxing of that, and that's had 4.3 thousand views over a year. Then someone told me that my jokes are so bad and so old that most people won't have heard of them because they're so old. And he challenged me to start a YouTube joke channel. So I haven't actually started a new channel, but I have put jokes on this channel, and recently I put them all in a single playlist called Ron's Joke Channel. So the first one I did was just a bit of text and a bit of music behind it. 2 eggs boiling in a pot. One says to the other, "It's hot in here, isn't it?" The other one says, "Wait till you get out there, they smash your head in." So that was my first one. Immediately my friend came back to me in the comments and said, "No, you have got to be in these jokes. It's no good just putting text jokes up. You've got to be in it." So the first one got 166 views over a year. The second one, 2 flies playing football in a saucer, got 128 views. Trying to do a really rubbish card trick, 104 views. My Who Wants to Be a Millionaire joke, which is Ron Joke 5, 201 views over a year. Me dressed up as a monk, Ron Joke 6, 61 views. Really out of order joke, Ron Joke 7 is 55 views. Joke about cars running out of petrol, 75 views. Ron Joke 8, COVID nurse asks if I've lost my sense of taste, 84 views. Ron Joke 9, 2 caterpillars and a butterfly, 79 views. Ron Joke 10, can't start my vacuum cleaner, this one really sucks, 72 views. Ron Joke 11, name that tune, 38 views. Ron Joke 12, about a wind turbine, what sort of music do you like? He's a really big metal fan. 68 views. Just a silly one. Deja Vu, have you heard this one before? 45 views. Then that hedge that you can't see, that hedge was being removed. So I did a video of removing the hedge to show the view. That's at 66 views. And so there's a few of my jokes that have got views. Then my FreeSat box, the Humax HDR 1000S, went wrong, and I had to replace the hard drive, so I did a video of replacing the hard drive, and that got 1.7 thousand views. Some more jokes, another aeroplane, more jokes. Harbour at War 2021, a quick walk around the Harbour at War show, got 409 views. Magic trick Ron joke 29, disappearing water, got 98 views. Joke about speeding in the T4, got 125 views. Then there was all this publicity about ABBA and bringing out their new Voyage album and their show in London, and the only tune I could successfully play from the album was the slow one, I Still Have Faith in You. So I did a organ video of that, put the lyrics on the front, got 402 views in a year. My absolute best joke, Ron joke 33, Pirate Ron, it's had 365 views. Another one about the Parker Scavenger. Oh, one about putting Ethernet connectors, RJ45 connectors on. Christmas jokes. Ron's Christmas jokes. Clean funny jokes for Christmas. 451 views. Then the two Concorde videos from before, I decided to edit that down to just 11 minutes and 51 seconds and make it widescreen, put some music behind it. That's had 390 views. Pulling the vinyl wrap from the camper van, from the bottom of the camper van, 214 views. Installing smoke alarms, 695 views. Remaking the air gap in a Megaflow, 1.7 thousand views. Video about the T4 after it's had a bottom half respray, 945 views. I think it was the 60th anniversary of the launch of Telstar, so I played Telstar on the Yamaha organ. Telstar got 408 views. Then I did a walk around the Leicester County show, I got 160. Did a walk around the Harbour at War show in 2022, 138 views. While I was there, Lancaster Bomber flew over, 137 views. Then I decided to play on the organ The Sound of Silence. and I put all the lyrics on the screen. Again, it's played on the Yamaha Electone organ, which is 42 years old. It's got a copyright claim, so it'll never make any money for me. That's had 332 views. Then I've managed to get hold of a Bentley Turbo R to make videos with. So part 1, where I just show a photograph of it, 59 views. Part 2, where it actually gets delivered, 68 views. Photo shot in the countryside, a walk around, 199 views. The interior, all the switches, dashboards, etc., 132 views. An open day at Jack's Shack with the Bentley there, 126 views. Video of the exhaust sound and the town and country horn, 133 views. The Bentley went for a full valet and machine polish and 5-year paint protection coating, 48 views. The joke with the Bentley, 81 views. Just out in the countryside, guess the location, 84 views. Then another meeting at Jack's Shack with the Bentley, 45 views. A short video when the chrome strip fell off at the bottom and getting it put back on, 19 views. Then another meeting at Octane House, 33 views. As you can see, I'm getting some views, but I'm not really getting many views, and I don't think that my videos are too bad. I mean, when you see some of the videos on YouTube. So going back to the YouTube algorithm, how do you make the YouTube algorithm work for you? And as I say, I don't really know, and things I have tried, my jokes used to all have the same thumbnail, just saying Ron Jokes. So I changed all them. I've added extra words into the titles, things like comedy, and the Bentley videos I've added in things like V8 Turbo, photo shoot. And then the other day I thought, how do you increase your content without actually increasing your content? And the way to do that is to create playlists. So I've got a playlist for the jokes, a playlist for the Bentley, a playlist for the camper van, playlists for days out, that sort of thing. And the other thing I've been doing is sort of randomly hijacking people on Facebook and saying, oh yeah, I know a joke about that, here, have a look at this. So it's very difficult. The YouTube algorithm, it seems, I've done a bit of research on it, it seems to me that the YouTube algorithm, it really favours channels that do the same thing all the time, not channels like mine that dodge around. It favours really good titles, possibly with questions in, which is why this video is going to be called something like the YouTube algorithm, how do you make it work, or something like that. Basically, you need this algorithm to promote your videos. So someone looks at a video of The Sound of Silence, it needs to come up and say this is a suggested video for you and put my version on. But I've tried it on a smart TV which isn't logged into any YouTube account, and it just doesn't do it. In fact, it's a real problem actually searching for my videos on a smart TV that isn't actually logged in to my channel. My videos are hard to find. They certainly don't just pop up, and yet the Titan the Robot video obviously did, because that's got 100,000 views. So just by having Titan the Robot in the title, that has made the whole difference. But somehow I managed to get over 400 subscribers. I'm not quite sure how, but I just wanted to say it's very difficult to get this YouTube algorithm to work for you rather than against you. So if anyone knows how to do it, please could you put a message in the comments. Anyway, that's about it. Thank you very much for watching. I doubt if many of you have got to the end, but anyone who has, well done. Thank you for watching.